Okay, let's unpack this. Is a $3,000 projector screen just, a giant, highly calibrated bed sheet?
I think so, looking at it, right?
Right. Today, in this deep dive, we are looking at the specs for a 113-inch Draper Profile Plus screen. And our goal is to reveal the hidden logistical and, well, structural engineering that goes into these high-end corporate and home theater displays.
Yeah, and what's fascinating here is it's really not just fabric. It's actually a highly complex piece of structural hardware. This is what's known as a fixed frame unit.
Okay.
So the entire engineering focus of that frame isn't just to hang something up, but to maintain a perfectly flat, constantly tensioned surface without warping over time.
Wait, so if the bezel around the edge of this thing is only 5/8 of an inch thick...
Or completely borderless, actually, in their zero-edge option.
Oh, wow, really? So how is it physically holding hundreds of pounds of tension without snapping the frame? Because keeping a 10-foot stretch of fabric perfectly flat without a thick border sounds, like trying to pull a trampoline tight using only a picture frame.
Yeah, that is the exact structural challenge right there. And the secret is in the extruded aluminum baffles.
Extruded aluminum.
Right, so extruded just means the aluminum is forced through a shaped die, which allows engineers to create these really intricate internal support ribs hidden inside the frame.
Ah, I see.
Those ribs handle immense mechanical tension without adding any actual bulk to the outside silhouette.
So you get all that maximum structural strength, but visually it's just a sliver of metal.
Precisely. And that strength is what allows for what they call a mullionless design.
Mullionless. Like a mullion is the thick vertical bar you normally see between window panes, right? Or between connected displays.
Exactly. By eliminating that, adjacent screens can connect together perfectly flush. You get zero visual separation while keeping the whole unit less than 2 inches off the wall.
So it's essentially an infinity pool, but for 1080p video, like the borders just vanish to keep you entirely immersed.
This is a great way to put it. Yeah.
But, if that massive mullionless frame sits completely flush against a wall, where do the heavy-duty home theater speakers go?
They have to go behind it.
Right, which creates a major physics problem. How do you push high-fidelity sound through a solid screen without muffling it?
Well, you use a projection surface like the ClearSound NanoPerf XT1000V listed in these specs.
That is quite the name.
It is, yeah. But basically, the material is acoustically transparent. It solves the audio problem by using microscopic perforations punched across the entire 16 by 10 widescreen surface.
But wait, doesn't poking thousands of tiny holes in a screen cause the projected light to bleed through or, distort the image?
That is the genius of it. It's this delicate balance of acoustic physics and optical illusion.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, the perforations are just large enough to let sound waves from hidden speakers pass right through. But they're small enough that from a normal viewing distance, your eyes physically cannot detect them.
Wow.
So the light reflects back to you seamlessly, and the sound passes through invisibly.
Okay, but here's where it gets really interesting to me. Today's price is around $3,026.
Yep.
Yet it ships entirely unassembled. It relies on a sliding hook and loop system. Why is the buyer forced into a DIY project for a luxury item?
Well, it really comes down to pure physical logistics, because these Profile Plus screens can be custom ordered up to 30 feet wide.
Oh, I see. So if you build a rigid frame that large in a factory...
You literally cannot get it inside a building.
Right, you'd never get a 30-foot metal frame around a stairwell or into a standard elevator to get to the installation site.
Exactly. Shipping it unassembled is the only viable way to navigate the physical world.
And that sliding hook and loop system?
Think of it less like standard Velcro and more like an industrial mechanical tensioner. Once you slide the fabric into place, the system actively pulls it drum tight from all sides.
Just to create that perfect flat surface. So what does this all mean for you? The ultimate irony of a luxury screen isn't just that you have to assemble it yourself. It's that you are paying premium engineering dollars specifically to make the product completely invisible.
Yeah, it really is.
All that modular design is just to make it look like a floating image magically appeared out of nowhere. And just a quick warning, make sure you double-check your measurements, because this specific order is non-cancelable and non-refundable.
Definitely a good tip.
Wow.
This whole thing raises an important question.
What's that?
If NanoPerf technology allows solid-looking projection surfaces to invisibly pass sound right into the room, how long until the actual drywall and structural materials in our homes become acoustically transparent?
Oh, wow.
Right? Imagine entire rooms acting as hidden speaker systems.
Stepping into a living room where the walls themselves are the infinity pool, that is definitely something to mull over the next time you find yourself staring at a blank wall.